Yo, what's going on, people? My name is China. I'm the man them's voice. I'm about to get into it. Let's let some people get into the stream. I know some people didn't know what's going on. It's a bit dark. Let me turn the light. Yeah, we got a bit of light inside. So, guys, what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be reacting to. Your boy Andrew Tate lost his fight. His Misfits fight. Your boy Andrew Tate lost his Misfits fight against the guy called Chase DEMOOR. And you know what? Yeah, I didn't even know who Chase was. Like, I didn't even know who this guy was. I'll be honest with you. So when they said that he was fighting, I was a little bit like, I was like, who's this guy who's this actually this Chase DEMOOR you that Andrew Tate wants to go and fight? Like, I was thinking to myself, who is he? Like, actually, someone said he's a Love Islander, Chase DEMOOR. Who is he? Let's Chase DEMOOR. Who is Chase DEMOOR? Pick up everyone, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Because we're gonna go through this. I think. Okay. Who's Chase DEMOOR? Okay, so they were saying there's a Love Island. Chase DEMOOR. Let's do Chase DEMOOR Wikipedia. Let's do Chase DEMOOR Wikipedia. All right, let's pull this up real quick. Guys, hit the like button. Big up everyone that's locked in. You know, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to quickly get this. Who is Chase DEMOOR? So it says Chase DEMOOR, born 1996, is an American actor, professional boxer, former football player. He currently holds the MFB heavyweight title. Is also known for rolling Too Hot to Handle. For his football career, he played. So wait, is he actually a boxer then? Yeah, battle against Andrew Tate. So he's actually a boxer. In August 2025, reports stated that Andrew Tate was in advanced talks with Misfits Boxing to complete. Yeah, okay, so this is who he is. All right, cool, because we didn't really know who he was. So I just wanted to kind of figure out who he was. Because I didn't know who he was, man. And I want to find out, has this hurt Tate's image? Do you think this has hurt Andrew Tate, the alpha male, the king, the Cobra Tate? Do you think losing to Chase has hurt Andrew Tate? I wanna hear from some of you guys. I wanna know what you think. Do you think this is gonna hurt Tate's legacy? I wanna know what you think. Because I've seen a lot of comments, and I can't lie. I think it's not looking good for Andrew Tate losing this. I think this kind of can hurt him quite a bit. So I want to hear what you guys think. But let's quickly look at. So yeah. The winner, Chase DEMOOR, winner, MFB heavyweight, Misfits Boxing heavyweight champion. All right, so let's look at. Hold on, look at this is his ring walk. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copyright with some of the music. But this is Tate walking out. First of all, he's taking forever to come out. Let's play a tiny bit. So, just so you can hear them chanting. Just so you can hear a little bit of the atmosphere. So they're gassed for Andrew Tate. They are gassed. Look, he's still taking time to come out. He's still taking time. Guys, someone put it on the stop clock. How long is he taking? He's still taking time. He's still taking time. He's still not out yet. Nah, he's taking forever. He's still not out yet. He's still not out yet. He's still not out yet. And he's still not out yet. And he's still not out yet. No, you can't. Okay, here he is. Oh, they're screaming. One of the most iconic walkouts of all time. Andrew Tate. No, man's coming out to the bashment. No, man's doing a little fling on shoulder. No, you can't. You can't do all of that and lose. Nah, you can't. Andrew Tate, he's on. Nah, you can't do all of that and then lose. Hey, chat. What are you telling me? Did he do too much? Chat, you need to tell me what's going on. Was that too much? Let me see. Shout out to user Tate Lost to the worst boxer alive. Embarrassing. Equal Start. Shout out to Equal Start. He says the feminist will say this is a great day, that he's humbled by this and he can no longer be top G. He could lose followers over this. Nah, he won't really lose followers over this, but his image, and yeah, it's definitely, women wanted to see him get banged up. He had to go in there and bang man up, but you know, they wanted to see him get banged up, and that's what happened. He was a K1 boxer. Well, I know he was, but remember, kickboxing is different to boxing. So, do you get me? And we saw that with we saw that the other day with Anderson Silva. Do you get me? You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, man, it's different. Tate's a lot of things. He's a lot of things. So yeah, so that was his walkout. So let's just get into that, innit? Yeah. Before we get into looking at some of, you know, his speech and that, let's go and look at the fight. Let's go and look at the fight. I think that's what we should do. Let's go react to the fight, and then once we react to the fight, then we can address this again. So let's just react to the fight. And we can stop it. Get in the chat interactive, guys. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think. Definitely get in the chat and stay interactive. Like the video. Let's go. Okay, got in there with a jab. Tate needs to keep his hands up. Okay, another jab. Okay, 1-2. Okay, chest. Tate started off well. Okay, Tate needs to keep his hands up. Another body shot. So at this point, Tate. Okay. At this point, Tate still. I don't know about them. All right, body shot. But he's not really covering his jaw. You can tell he's a kickboxer. At this point, it's pretty much just, you know what I mean, even Stevens. Tate's been aggressive. He's not on a back foot at the moment. He's putting work to his body. You can see his body. He's giving them body shots. What point does it change? What point does it change? Hey, what's going on? It's looking like some when the girls are fighting. Hey, they're charting top G, top G, top G. Alright, so this is round 2. So they're charting top G. So they're charting top G, top G. So they're charting top G right now. So at this stage, Tate's putting in some good work. Okay, cool. So from the clip socially, you're gonna think that Tate just got bossed up, but in actual fact, he started in putting in some good work. Tate was definitely putting in some good work. I want to see where it changed. All right, cool. Now it's getting it's starting to move like that, like the. What's going on? So at this point, Tate's still putting in good work. I want to see where it changes. All right, he's hugging him. Look at Tate's face. His face not mash up yet. His face still looking clean. Body shot. Ref gonna come split it up. All right, cool. So at this point, it's still evenly matched. Like, he's not getting the better of Tate. I want to see where it changes. Tate's hugging a lot. You can tell Tate's used to MMA. There's a lot of, it's very aggressive. You have to be strong for this one. He's a heavyweight. Okay, here it comes. All right, here it comes. All right. He started now. Yeah, man, it's starting to look like Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. And man, all sorts of slumped on the floor. Oh. At this point, Tate's getting overpowered. Oh, okay. Ooh. He hit them with the right and the left. Okay. He's toying with Tate now. He's hitting him with a flurry. Tate's not really getting him in the face. Still going for the body shots. Ooh! He's got him in the corner. Okay. That right hook. That right. He got him. Left, right. He's got him in the corner. Tate, you need to get out. You need to. You got to get off the ropes. You can't have man have you on the ropes. You got to get off the ropes. You can't have man have you on the ropes. You can't have man have you on the ropes. You got to get up off the ropes. He's got him on the ropes. Oh, nah. Look at Tate's face. Now Tate's getting worked. Tate, keep your hands up. Bro, your hands, look, come on. Come on, keep your hands up. Andrew Tate's getting banged up. A lot of women love to see this. A lot of women would love to see this. A lot of women love to see this. Like, for all the women that don't like Tate, this is like Christmas have come early for them. Andrew Tate, this is what happens when you fight a no-name person. You end up, we don't know who this Chase guy is. Obviously, to his people, they know who he is. When you fight a no-name person, they can leverage us. They can leverage you. Who was chased before Andrew Tate? Who was chased before Andrew Tate? Who was chased before Andrew Tate? But look, he's bust my man's nose though. My man's nose is bleeding. His nose is bleeding though. From the clips, they'll make you think that Andrew Tate got fully bust up. But he was working, he was putting in work. He was working. Tate's not a boxer, he's a kickboxer. He wants to use his feet, he wants to get involved. This was about muscle. This was about muscle. Yeah, I can't lie, it's not looking good. Tate's tired now. He's tired now. He's tired now. Hear him, no holding. He's tired. He's tired. Ooh, the uppercut. Yeah, that uppercut got him. He's doing well. Now he's gonna hug up. Yeah, he needs to hold on. The uppercut got him. He's trying it again. No holding. He's trying to go through it again. He's trying to get Tate out of here. That's just crazy. That's just he's trying to get him out of here. He's trying to get him completely out of here. Oh, it's peak for Tate. Man's all stumbling in that. Ooh! See the uppercut? Nah. Now, nah, Tate, this is not looking good. For all of his haters, yeah. Listen, wait, hold on. Let me pause that for a second. Listen, for everyone that doesn't like Andrew Tate, yeah, all the women that doesn't like him, all the men that want to see him, he was supposed to go in there and to bang man's jaw, spin man's jaw. That was the only ever outcome from it. He was supposed to go in there and to bang man and to spin man's jaw. The fact that he didn't do that and he's lost his debut fight, that's gonna hurt his brand. It won't hurt him in the sense of he's still gonna be successful, rich. Get me? Like that's not gonna affect that. But you know, for the memes and for everybody that wants to come at him, yeah, it affects his image. So he has to win. So something like that, and someone like Chase DEMOOR now who have all the support. Watch, he's gonna get brand deals from women. Like watch the type of brand deals he gets, especially brand deals that cater more towards women and stuff like that. They're gonna want to collaborate with him. Watch this space. If you think I'm joking, watch. Raw, my man's bleeding. Yeah, from it. It's cut him across the eye now. Top G. Look how everyone's screaming Top G. But Top G is getting mashed up. You're screaming Top G, but your Top G is getting mashed up. You're screaming Top G, but Top G is getting... He's getting his ass handed to him. Right, this is the final round.
Come on, bro.
Ooh, got him again. Them uppercuts have hurt. Oh, nah, man, he's headbutting him. It takes finish right now. Man's actually trying to headbutt him. Someone tell him the headbutts ain't gonna work, dog. They're like, come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Yeah. At this point, Tate's just trying to hold on. At this point, he's just trying to hold on. My man's been a bit cocky now. Ooh!
Let's go, Chase!
Let's go, Chase. Man's got pink gloves on. Man's hitting you with the pink gloves. That's just crazy. You can't have man move to you with pink gloves. You can't have man move to you with pink gloves on. You can't have moved to with your gloves on. You can't. From the clips on social media, you think he just got bust up, but they put in work. The guy was just stronger and a better boxer. Yeah, this is some real look. And that's the final bell. So now we're good.
And still, the Misfits Boxing heavyweight champion of the world, Chase the God.
So we just witnessed Chase DEMOOR beat Andrew Tate. All right. So we witnessed him beat Andrew Tate, and that was in a Misfits boxing match. Now, like, obviously with Tate's brand and everything that he speaks about, a lot of people were excited, were happy that he lost his fight. But you always got to respect anyone that steps into the ring and that's willing to fight. You always got to put respect on those types of people's name. Like, that's just something that you go and do, like, you know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of guts to step into the ring, and not everyone can go and do that. So before you start talking about someone, you know, could you do it? And majority of people couldn't do it. So we're gonna just follow some content following the fact that he won. Let's look at what Tate said directly after the press conference. Let's have a look at what Tate said.
But truthfully, the result I wanted was to see if I could still do it. 40 years old, 10 years retired, a little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon. It was always going to be a big ask against someone so much bigger than me, younger than me, more active than me, but I wanted a real challenge. I didn't want to fight tin can. I didn't want to fight someone older than me or smaller than me. You know, I felt like I won the first 2 rounds. And then because he's 20 kilo heavier, he started leaning on me and sapped some energy. But I didn't quit.
Sounding like some excuses. He's saying, look, I'm 40 years old. He's 22 years old. You know, I won the first couple of rounds. And look, let's just keep it real, innit? Like, big you up on that, but allow the excuses. You went in there, you was trying to take him down, you wanted to hurt him, you wanted to win, and you didn't win. He got the better of you. So I think less of the excuses, you know. Big up Tate and that, but less of the excuses, dog.
Never give up, never retreat, never surrender, fight to the end, go out with your shield. So I have no excuses. Training camp went fantastic. Time is the fire in which we all burn. Unfortunately, a 40-year-old's not a 22-year-old. But I gave it my absolute all. I have nothing but respect for Chase. I have no excuses.
That sounds like an excuse. He's like, oh, I have no excuses, but I heard you mention your age multiple times. Do you understand? It sounds like an excuse to me. It sounds like a reason why you lost. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I'm not going to make up any reasons. He was the man who won. He deserves this victory. Truthfully, completely, and honestly, I'm actually very proud of him. And I'm glad to know that Misfits have a true champion, because he is a true champion. Because he showed tremendous heart, tremendous grit, and he fought to the end just like I did. So I'm not disappointed in myself. I don't operate from that frame. The only way I would be disappointed in myself is if I was too scared to fight at all. And when I first agreed to fight, and I told Nams, there was a conversation that was at Andrew. You're 40 years old. You just got out of jail. You've been through so much.
Once again, look, you're 40 years old. You just got out of jail. You've been through so much. It sounds like you're trying to line up, reasons for you losing. Those are all good reasons for you losing, but you also got into the battle and you was willing to battle. So, big up to Chase DEMOOR. And like he said, he's giving him respect. So that's one thing we're not taking away from him. He's giving him respect. But also, you knew what you wanted when you went in there. You knew what it come. You knew the risks. You had to win.
There's so many problems, there's so much going on. Why would you do this? Why would you risk it all? Why would you get in there? And I felt a tinge of fear for the first time in my life. And that's when I knew I had to fight. Because the second I felt afraid, I knew I had to fight. I can't live doubting myself. Seeds of doubt grow into forests of inaction. I don't operate that way. Chase and I had to fight again tomorrow. I go tomorrow still with 100% belief in myself, even though I know that's who I am. So the second I knew that, I was worried about it, I knew I had to do it. And I'm not afraid to lose. I'm afraid to not try. So once again, absolute respect to Chase. Complete respect to Chase. No excuses. I'm not going to give you any bullshit about injuries or any of that crap. He got in there, he fought against the odds, and he beat me, and he deserves full credit. He's a true champion. Yeah, obviously I didn't get the result I wanted.
Yeah, look, like we said, innit, we'll big up, we shall big up Andrew Tate for that, because obviously he's giving all credit to Chase DEMOOR and he's not taking anything away from him. And, he's just saying, look, I would always believe in myself. I think it was very risky for Tate to do this. It was very risky because of, the reason why I say it's risky is because of all that it would cost him. He had to win. There was only one outcome, because everybody wants you to lose. So you have to win. Like Floyd, they say people only go to see Floyd because they want to see Floyd lose. So people pay to see Floyd lose. That's why Floyd's got to win, because a lot of people just paying to see you lose, and they hate the fact that you win. So for Tate, even though you've gone into the ring and you've been very, it's very admirable, and the fact that other people can take from this, and it's sanctioned, and it's, I think all of these things are really good. But at the same time, when it comes to your brand, what does it cost you? Do you understand? What is it? How is this ultimately going to affect the Andrew Tate brand? And that's what you have to think about.
You know what? I'm 40 years old. I'm 10 years out the ring. I'd spend a little bit of time in jail and locked in my house. I have a lot going on, but it's okay to lose, but it's not okay to not try.
Let's go.
I like that. It's okay to lose, but it's not okay to not try. Listen, this is one of the reasons why. Listen, one of the reasons that people are not successful is not because they lost, it's because they didn't try. And a lot of people, due to the, most of dreams are killed just because of the people you surround yourself with and the people that you speak to. So it's very hard to try to explain to other people to do things or what can be when they've never seen. And a lot of you guys that you really want to do things, you find it hard to do it because around you, the people around you aren't like you, or they don't want to necessarily do the things you want to do. And it can sometimes it can really kill a person. But that just says to me that those people are not your tribe. What do I mean by not your tribe? So we all have different friends across our life, from, primary school, even before that, reception, nursery, that were in our lives for whatever reason. Now, and then we go and get new friends. It doesn't mean that we don't care about those friends or we can't speak to them. It just, you have friends for different things, and you need to find your tribe. Sometimes the people that you grow up with are not going to be the people that you're going to do business with or progress with, but they're still going to be the people you grew up with, and still going to be people you're going to maybe chill on the block with when it's Christmas. Like, all of these manner of things you can still do, but you need to find your tribe. You need to find your tribe. And when you start to find your tribe, you can start to grow as as an individual, as a person. You know, a lot of the times it's we feel that we are obligated to people based upon whatever it was. You lived next door to someone, or you grew up in the same area, so now you feel as if you're obligated to that person. No, you're not. Like, you grew up in the same area, you live next door, but you're not obligated to that person. Do you know what I'm saying? You can move. You don't have to stay in that area, but you can still show love to that person. Do you understand? But if you don't go and find your tribe and your people that you need to be around in order for you to progress and do the things that you need to go and do, then you're forever going to be stuck, and then you're going to become bitter. And you have a lot of bitter people that are older, that are frustrated at the lack of opportunities because they haven't chased them and they haven't worked towards them. So they'll see someone like me and they will always try to find reasons to try to criticize or do the most, but it's just that they're frustrated at their lack of opportunities, that they've got a ceiling, whereas people are working and doing other things which doesn't give you a ceiling, which just gives you way more opportunities. And that's what they are all frustrated at. Do you understand? That's really what they are frustrated at, their lack of opportunities. It's not you that they hate so much, it's their lack of opportunities, you know.
You have to try. And he's younger than me. He's 20 kilo bigger than me. He's more active than me. I didn't fight a pussy. I fought the champ. So in life, you got to get in there and you got to swing and never give up. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
The screaming Top G. Yeah, like, listen, there's grace in losing and in battle, and you learn from everything, right? You do. There's grace in losing, and you learn from battle. You do. You know, that's how it goes. You know, that's how it goes. Let's see what else.
I'm gonna come back. I need to fight someone.
Hey, real quick, look at hey boys right here behind us. I can't believe it. You get a selfie real quick behind all the fighters, everybody. Right.
So they caught up.
Oh, Tristan.
I'm gonna come back. I need to.
So they caught up. Straight after they caught up. Look at some of the comments. Finally respecting each other. Respect. It's better to try and lose than not to try at all. That's what I said as well. Like, I really like that. It's better to try and lose than not to try at all. A lot of people are gonna take whatever they want to take out of this, but I'm like, yo, he went into battle and he might not have won, but he tried. It's better to try and lose than not to try at all. And he fought the champ. Do you get me? A 22-year-old champion at 40 years old. Yeah, like, he gave it all, his all. Chase DEMOOR had already lost the game. That's why he was hugging Andrew Tate. Chase DEMOOR won by cheat. Stop it, you sound like an Andrew Tate fan. Tate fans crying in every negative comment about him. Nah, like, look, listen, end of the day, they wanted to see Tate lose, and he lost. But he also showed, you know, a lot of other stuff, a lot of other characters that he speaks about, and that are commendable. Do you get me? Like, very commendable. That's what we can do. Look, my man went to war. Look at his face. His face got bust up. His face is bloody. He went to war. Look at his face. His face got, look, it's extremely bloody. Look, war. Big up Chase DEMOOR. Because he did his thing. That picture's deep. Yeah, I can't lie, that picture is deep. My man's, yeah, that's so defeating Andrew Tate. That's very big for him, for his career, and the opportunities that are gonna come from that. So that's very big.
I'm gonna come back. I need to fight someone.
That's very big.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine these three walk into a bar and these men outcrafted the Cobra. I showed up with a guy with a receding hairline and an oversized belly, beer belly, and we got the job done. This is the dream team, and we're gonna be together for a very long time. And then when my time's done in the boxing ring, we got Kevin, we got our own little families that we got going on, and it just transitions into the next generation. This is the team though. We're not going anywhere. Tommy Fury is the only fight to make. That's the guy to make. He beat a CEO. I beat a CEO. I might be the CEO now. I knew I was gonna win. I think everybody doubted me. I think people are gonna say what they want to say, but I got in there with a very tough opponent, and he fought me very well. And I was just a better man tonight. And that's what it is. Social media aside, I don't really care what they have to say. I ripped that script right up. They should have never sent the heavyweight champ. Imagine these three walk into.
Yeah, and that's what's happened. Like, end of the day, is a lot of people didn't think he would win. He's gone out there and he's not only just won. He's definitely made a name for himself, like worldwide. I didn't know who he was. Doesn't matter if he was the Misfits champ. He's gonna beat an Andrew Tate, who has got an incredible, huge platform. So regardless of anything, yeah, he's winning. Do you get me?
Couldn't catch this IFL TV. Andrew, it weren't your night tonight.
Nah. Well, life is not all endless wins, That's the whole thing about fighting. Nothing's guaranteed in life. It's my night. If I turn up and I show up, I could have got knocked out in the first 3 seconds. I can't live with...
I'm gonna cookies. Go on. So...
Couldn't catch this IFL TV. Andrew, it weren't your night tonight.
Nah. Well, life is not all endless wins, That's the whole thing about fighting. Nothing's guaranteed in life. It's my night. If I turn up and I show up, I could have got knocked out in the first 3 seconds. I can't live with what ifs, bro. I can't live with maybes. Maybe I'm too old to fight, but, I had to try. So we're going to see.
Why didn't it quite work out for you tonight?
I was winning the first couple rounds, and then he's just really big and really heavy. He kept tying me up. That's how it goes. That's life. No excuses. I don't want to detriment his win in any regard. He won.
Yeah, I was going to say you give full respect and credit, no excuses, full credit to Chase DEMOOR.
Yeah, absolutely. Full credit to Chase DEMOOR as a legitimate champion, no excuses.
What's next for you?
Well, I've got money to count. So I'll see you in the new year. It's going to take a while. When that's done.
I got money to count. I'm going to see you in the new year, a couple hundred M's. Listen, that's the truth of the matter. He's just like, look, I got money to count. What are you talking about? I'm going to get straight to it. I'm going to go and run it up. You can't, listen, his ego's been bruised a little bit, but it's not going to affect his money. But Chase DEMOOR, his career is only going to fly, and it's only going to, it's only going to excel. His career is only going to excel and fly. Is that rain I can hear? Oh, I hope that's not rain. Guys, I'm getting ready. I have to go, and I'm gonna go help the homeless and go give out. Yeah, gonna go help the homeless. Gonna go do some good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go give out some stuff for the homeless community. And the rain just started banging down. It's no good. No good.
I go Lapland, see the reindeer. What's next for you, G?
I'm going home to see my daughter.
Well, all right then. Well,
have you got a message just for all your fans just before we end?
Yeah, you have to try and never give up. You can't give up to the end. Love you, G.
Sam Carmel as well. Thank you.
You have to try. You don't give up to the end. Yeah, like that's what you got to do, and that's something that you could just take from this. You got to try. You got to keep trying. You got to push to the end. You got to be someone that's willing to fight. Do you understand? You got to stand up for something. Believe, even if you're gonna lose, you still fight. Because it's honorable. Trust me.
The 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge George Milky scores the bout 57 even. Judge Barroso Sanders scores the bout 58 to 56. Judge Gary Kizarowski scores the bout 58-56.
Easy!
As the winner by majority decision.
Now they're trying. Yeah.
Listen, I want everybody to know right now, the hardest guy I ever fought in my life is Cobra. Just not you. I have all the respect in the world for this man. This man literally pulled me out of a suicide, man. I was going to kill myself after that first fight. And this man works every single day on his podcast. Told me if I do that shit, man, I don't care what anybody says about this guy. He's a fucking legend.
This guy's a. Now, big him up for that, man. Big him up for that. Look. Big him up. Look. Man's got tears in his eyes for beating Andrew Tate. Like, you got to big him up for that. Like, you got to big up Chase DEMOOR. You have to. You have to big him up. Because he took out Andrew Tate. And he also, in his win, he was graceful in his win. You don't have to be. But I'm saying, I respect him for that. Do you understand? You don't have to be, but I expect him for that. Let's you don't have to be, but I respect him for that, which is something. Look, let's look at some of. So now he's getting trolled heavily. So you know what the internet's like. People start to troll you now. It's been a tough weekend for Gen Z. Fans of Andrew Tate were stunned by the result of his comeback fight last night against reality TV star Chase DEMOOR. It was his first bout in 5 years following retirement from kickboxing after a world title winning career. Afterwards, Tate admitted he may have been away too long. Yeah.
Well, David Wellington.
Let's look at that. That's 4 years ago. Where's some of the pictures? Where's all the picture stuff that they were sending? Ain't it hit? Oh, there it is.
Body on top. Big right hand. It's over. Chase looks horrible. Yeah, you got hurt right there with that right uppercut. That was a tough shot. Chase DEMOOR right in front of him. Continues to strike. Tate eating shot after shot. Trying to escape. This could be the beginning of the end.
Ouch.
Big uppercut. What does Andrew Tate have left? And he's down.
Can't lie, from the other angle, it looks crazy. When we was watching it, and obviously with the American commentator, they just make it look super crazy.
Chase deserves this win. I'm really happy for him, genuinely.
You're happy for him,
to all the fans back home that
you
are
got
watching you.
cut eye by Chase.
It's better to try and lose than not try at all.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
No, it's not.
Chase.
It's not better to try and lose that than to not try at all.
HS TikTok, he's saying, listen, what are you talking about? But I do think it's better to try and lose. Sometimes it is, other times it's not. Other times, if you're going to lose, you might as well not done that. I don't see how that's going to help Tate's career, but I see how it helps Chase's. But Tate losing doesn't really help him. Chase's career, it really helps him. Chase DEMOOR beat Andrew Tate on Misfits fight main card. That helps him a lot.
It's definitely not, bro. You can't be giving us your war room quotes now, like you just got slapped by a Love Islander, mate.
and that's the truth of the matter. Yeah, you just got slapped by a Love Islander. So when you start trying to hit quotes, it's not hitting the same way it was hitting. So look at some of the memes going around. Andrew Tate and Jake Paul have a lot in common. See, look at the Jake Paul fight versus Andrew, and the Jake Paul fight versus Anthony Joshua, and look against Andrew Tate versus Chase DEMOOR. Look, both of them are on their knees, right in the crutches. That's so crazy. Both of these men are in the knees, right in the crutches. Guys, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button as well. Let me quickly. Both of these men are in. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Guys, what do you think? Chat. What you saying in the chats? Someone in the chat, let me know what you think. The new most viral. Oh, that picture is crazy. It's got man all looks like they're kissing and that. The most viral Andrew Tate image. Top G. Look at that. That's extremely close. They're calling him bottom G. That's crazy. See, the memes will start to write themselves now. The memes will just start to write themselves. Shout out to I'm Just Bait for that content. Yeah, like the memes will just start to write themselves, honestly. So that's why I was saying someone like Andrew Tate is kind of for him to lose, it's really detrimental to his brand. Other people can get away with that type of thing and it won't be detrimental to their brand. But someone like him, yeah, him losing that's very detrimental to his brand. Do you understand? That's very detrimental to his brand. You get me? Like, I don't really see how that's gonna help. But I can see how it can help. Obviously, the other guy, yeah, 100%. I see exactly how it can help them. Yeah, let's pull up. Bouncer's covered it as well, so let's get. You know, Bouncer's always got something to say, so let's see what Bouncer's got to say on this. Okay. Let's go.
Against this Chase guy. Let me just say it how it is. Listen, where I live, I was never going to the fight. You get me? I got a little bit of bad taste in my mouth with Misfits, but big shout out to Mams Taylor. I spoke to him on the phone, you get me? But for me, I just feel like, yo, you stole my idea. That's just, it is what it is. Before there was a Misfits, there was a Wicked and Bad. There was influencer. It was not cool to do influencer boxing and start a boxing platform that man owned until Wicked and Bad. And all of a sudden, the big boys came and collapsed, man. This is what happens. We have to get over it. But one thing I didn't understand with this, and this is a big L to Andrew Tate and big respect for everything that he's done. You get me? A lot of people's got question marks. He's this and that. I respect for what he represents. I've seen mad narratives. I've seen mad stories about him. But you can see that the reason why he's been able to get so powerful, the government's just been trying to stitch him up. But one of the biggest things that Andrew Tate should never have done is fight on Misfits. He should have never fought a nobody on Misfits. Let's have it right. Yeah, let's have it right. You should have just fought KSI. You shouldn't listen to the Misfits plan.
Didn't I say that? Like, why did he fight this guy? He leveraged his fame and he leveraged his celebrity to go and fight a no-name guy. Why would you do something like that? It's not in your interest. It's not like, why did he do that? Yeah, Bouncer's right.
You should have fought KSI. You shouldn't have fought a nobody, knowing that, okay, this is an easy fight that we're going to give you. You fight my man, then we're going to set up a catchweight fight for KSI and then come with that storyline of, oh, yeah, boom, I bought the company. Or I put money, I bought the company. Obviously, look, Misfits, it's safe to say that Misfits 2 years ago, it's not Misfits now. This is what happens in businesses. They go up and down. The money that they were spending for influencers and whatnot, they took a big loss. It happens with business. This is why Wicked and Bad is not here like that, because I was spending my own money, losing 80K, 30K, 50K like that, because I was spending my own money, losing 80K, 30K, 50K, and it almost made me bankrupt. So now we understand why Misfits is not putting as much shows on, and when they're putting on shows, there's no hype around it. I'm just saying that how it is. This is so we understand. But the plan that they did have, Andrew Tate fighting, but it should have been Andrew Tate fighting KSI straight away. There's no point of putting a fabricated storyline in. Obviously, Misfits, Andrew Tate is the guy. He's not spending no money to buy into Misfits to fight on Misfits platform. Misfits is going to give Andrew Tate a percentage of the company and give a high percentage of him even flipping what he's pay-per-views and ticket sales. Just call a spade a spade. The guy is worth whatever. You get me? $500 million. It's just say he's doing a madness. So when you hear storylines like this, let's get into it. When you hear storylines like this,
there's no genuine beef. You know, I've never met the guy. I hope he's okay. He annoyed me on Twitter, so I had to get involved in his company. That's just how it goes. That's how professionals act. You know, it's how professionals act. You piss off a banker, before you know it, he owns your street. It's just how it works.
So obviously on the back story, KSI has been kicked out of his company. Andrew Tate is now in charge of the company. You think man's Taylor or KSI?
That's crazy. So what are you telling me? KSI has been kicked out of his own company. Now Andrew Tate is involved in his company. What? So now Andrew Tate owns part of Misfits and got into fighting, and he lost his first fight. So all the money goes back to Andrew Tate anyway, really.
KSI would ever give up ownership of Misfits, but it's a great storyline and it sells to the youth. It sells the way how it's meant to sell. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But one thing in my head, I was just like, bro, why is Andrew Tate fighting respectfully a nobody? Like Chase, heavyweight, Chase will fight another nobody. Why is Andrew Tate fighting a nobody? You get me? And then when I looked at the way how Chase fights, he can't fight. You get me? And then on paper, Andrew Tate sold world champion, kickboxing world champion, etc., 20 years ago. So, but it's like, okay, cool. I get it. I have a boxing platform. I get how to sell a fight. It's the best way to sell a fight. Do you know what I mean? So let's get into this.
Why choose Misfits? You could have walked into any promotional outfit. You could have even created your own promotional outfit, but why Misfits?
Yeah, I just took KSI's business. It's just one of those things. I took KSI's business. I didn't have to fight. I could have just took his business and been a businessman, but I decided to take his business and be a fighter for a while. Why not?
Is that fight going to happen?
We'll see. It depends. I mean, I am the CEO, so I was about to say it depends on how much I get paid, but that's my decision, isn't it? So I guess it is going to happen because I'm going to pay myself a fuckload of money. So yeah, sure.
Has it got to the stage where it's personal yet with KSI?
Nah, it's never personal. I don't take anything personal. You know,
I can't lie, you're making it sound real personal right now. You're talking about our Tate man's business and fuckload of money. It's definitely personal. And after watching how you thought that KSI will bang you up, KSI is a proper fighter. KSI is a boxer. KSI will move to Andrew Tate. After witnessing what we just witnessed, KSI will move to Andrew Tate. Like, do you understand? He should have fought him. That should have been who he should have fought.
Even people who have wronged me genuinely in my life, I don't take it personal. We're all humans on this planet trying to do our best, and confrontations happen and they get resolved.
And that's what I respect about Andrew Tate, bro. He just says it how it is. But, bro, this Andrew Tate losing a fight is more of a bigger L for his branding and reputation than Misfits and KSI, because it's like, okay, cool. They're going to try to think out of an angle for Andrew Tate to fight KSI, but how can they justify Andrew Tate even fighting KSI? And the reason why KSI is not fighting like that, because he can't find no opponents, or there's no opponents that, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's all over the place, bro. To be honest, it's all over the place.
And I resolved the business confrontation by taking his business. And if we fight in the ring, I'll resolve the other confrontation by knocking him out. It's fine.
Why choose?
So obviously, it's safe to say we're going to see. All Andrew had to do is fight this Chase guy. Chase isn't nobody. Fight this Chase. Warm yourself up.
I've never regretted any of the bad things or good things that have ever happened to me. You only regret whether you should have done it or shouldn't have done it or what could have been. I'm not a could have been kind of guy. I know exactly what could have been because I was there. So I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to get in there and I'm going to do it. I'm going to become the heavyweight champion. So I feel like, getting in there myself and trying to encourage young men to train hard, go to the gym, dedicate themselves, be brave, because it takes a lot of bravery, not be a coward, show up, fair fight, win or lose, shake hands, and be done with the problem.
This is what I respect. Like what he's teaching men, like what he's teaching boys to do, like go to train, like learn to have a fight, shake hands after, forget all this flipping little spoon, actually, be big spoon. Like, I get that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I get that.
I think that's a fantastic way to approach life, and I think it's a good way to be a role model for the young men in the world today. So I hope we make Misfits the biggest thing in the world, I hope we encourage as many young men as possible to get in the boxing gym. And hopefully, I think there'll be some very positive repercussions for all of society if we can manage to do that. Yeah, you should watch this interview with IFL TV.
And for me, it's like, Andrew Tate is one of the biggest people in the world. And when you become one of the biggest people in the world, there's loads of things that come into place. You get me? You start getting flown out to America. Donald Trump starts pressuring. You get me? Poland or whatever. He starts pressuring the company to give you a travel ban lift. You fly out into a private jet to America, and obviously infrastructure. Obviously, you support whatever Donald Trump is doing, or you get me, because your influence and your power. I get that. You get me? But then it's like that. They're cool. Whatever people view, whatever. This is what happens when your word is so powerful. These are the things that happen. Yeah. Then you get offered the opportunity to fight and own Misfits. Misfits at the moment is on its all-time low, and this is even more of a low. You get me? Should he have got in on the opportunity when it started, when it's on its all-time high? Yeah. That's my take on it.
Because he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy, nice watch. Boxing is the backbone of British culture. I think we need to keep it alive. I've seen you guys. I see your clips everywhere. I think you're doing a fantastic job. It's very important to motivate the youth and stay in shape. And like I said, fair fights inside of the ring is much better than anything happening on the street in the world today.
Yes.
And of course, I'm going to knock Chase DEMOOR out. So we all have to watch this interview and enjoy this so you can be motivated to buy your tickets and see the stream.
That's why it's all mad, because it's like even the expectation. He's saying he's going to knock out Chase DEMOOR. Look, MMA is different. Achi, hugging Achi. Bro, boxing, hugging Achi. Chase DEMOOR, respectfully, he's a man that can't fight. You'll get knocked out. Chase DEMOOR will get knocked out. He fights so wrecky, I thought, yeah, Andrew Tate's just going to blam him up and it's going to be an easy win and whatnot. And, bro, it wasn't that, man. This is what it was. It's mad. It wasn't that. This is what it was. It's crazy when you even think about it. Even going into the weigh-in, look.
Gotcha. Scared. At the top, Chief flinch. Don't forget. Top is done, Andy. In your head, man.
He made man flinch.
The build up to fights is crazy, though. You get me? And
you know what? Make man flinch, yeah. Yeah. He had Andrew Tate's number, man. He really did. He did. He had his number on this one. He did.
Look, big shout out to even give Misfits their flower to even getting Andrew Tate on the platform. But yeah, man, it's like
A shot like that, absolutely not. It's too easy to see, and Andrew Tate's simply fatigued, and he wasn't able to get out of the way of it. Too much weight. Beautiful shot by Chase around the Chase DEMOOR. Clearly dominated in round 5. A shot like that, absolutely not.
It was. I didn't watch the fight. You get me? The man them went. Man them watched it online. I've been seeing clips online, and it wasn't Andrew Tate's best performance. You get me? Gassed out. Going into the 4th. Chase started hugging him a lot, you get me, and yeah.
Andrew Tate pushing and pressuring. Nice right to the body, but Tate's in the corner. Big shots from the champion. Tate covering up. This is Chase DEMOOR's opportunity.
Chase DEMOOR, you will get knocked out. This is what I mean about these sort of fights. It's like Chase DEMOOR, whatever your name is, bro.
Yo, big up. Let me quickly just stop there. Anton, I see you there, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Big you up. Says big up China for putting a torch on his fool. Yeah, like, bro, it's just you lost, man. Like, but I'm not dissing him for losing. I'm just saying you have to be careful where you go into and what you step into, because you can lose a lot. And for all the people that were hating on him, he had to win, and he went and lost, and which is not going to help him whatsoever.
I thought Andrew Tate would have knocked you out. You're a man, like, me and you was in that ring, me in shape, you're getting knocked out, bro. Yeah, like, this is not MMA. You are getting knocked out. And this is why Andrew Tate losing is more of a big L to his reputation of what his brand is than even him winning, bro. Him winning is like, oh, it's Andrew Tate winning. Him losing is a big L, and I'm just pissed for Andrew Tate.
Nothing really landing clean, Ben. Andrew actually landed a couple good shots in tight there. He's landing with more conviction. Tate's shots, he turns them over.
It's mad, man. It's mad. And Chase DEMOOR should have fought Temper, to be honest. Like, not many of you are gonna know who Temper is. This is Temper. Tempo.
Just watched Top G versus Chase DEMOOR. Literally, there was hugging the whole time, but good fight nonetheless. All I'm saying is, I beat him at 18 or 19 years old, coming off an injury, meniscus tear. I would beat Top G and Chase DEMOOR. And I'm 21 now, and I've been boxing for a few years. My knee has healed up a lot. I am the real champ, bro. Like, the only reason I don't have the belt anymore is because I quit. And that's because I had a kid. So, you know what I mean?
But I can't lie. That's when you're not supposed to quit. That's when you're supposed to go even harder. Like, you had a kid, so you quit. What? Look, where would you been now if you didn't quit? And where would your kid been? Now you're trying to call them out and talking about I'm the real champion. Well, I'm sorry, real champs. Real champs never quit. Remember what Tate said? That's it. Never quit. But you quit and you was the champ. The champ doesn't quit. And now you want to circle back because you got kids and things is hard. And you're trying to look at everyone else eating nicely. And you're like, yeah, I'm the champ. No, you're not the champ. Champs don't quit. Now you think because you won. Now you don't have clout, my guy. You don't have clout. I could just see one ginger white guy out in the middle of the dark saying that he's the champion, but he has no clout. Do you get me? The same way that Tate shouldn't have fought Chase because his clout wasn't big enough for him to leverage his, but he did, and he got tricked out of his position. It's the art of war. Like, just because you can win, what can you lose? Financially, if he owes the company, he can win, right? But what did he lose? Tate lost a lot. It's not financial losses. He didn't lose anything financial. He got hundreds of millions. He didn't care. But he was all about public perception, and he lost that. He lost that, and that was worse more than anything else. That's costly.
Bro, I'll be honest with you, my brother. Big respect. Congratulations for having a kid, but you still have to pay bills. You get me? And Tempo can fight. And Tempo will knock out Chase DEMOOR. Let's just talk about Chase DEMOOR, bro. But Chase DEMOOR cannot fight. So this is why I'm saying it's a bigger L to Andrew Tate. And it's messed up. It's not messed up his reputation, but it's like, you've lost against my man. Huh? Like, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. Get me?
By majority decision. And still,
obviously, look, he's been retired for 10 years. 10 years retired, but it's madness, isn't it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But Misfits, you need to start putting on real fights. You get me? You get me? You need to start putting on real fights. You hit me up to fight Andrew Tate, or you hit me up to fight Chase DEMOOR, bro. You're gonna get a fight that you want. I'm not even telling you to hit me up, but I'm just saying, look, all this. I understand it, bro. I understand it. You get me? Andrew Tate, win that fight KSI, boom, amazing. It's gonna be a history. Now, obviously, my man's seen his performance. No one's not really happy with the performance. Chase DEMOOR cannot fight, so it's like he cannot fight. So now it's like, where do we go from here? Okay. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Big shout out to both fighters for even going in the ring.
Yeah, like once again, shout out to both fighters for going in the ring. But yeah, where do they go from here? Andrew Tate, like, you gotta remember, Andrew Tate's been extremely controversial over the years. You know, these things that he said, and a lot of people wanted to see Tate lose, get beat up. You know what I mean? A lot of people wanted to see Tate get beat up. Do you get me? And he gave it. That's why the memes are just servicing now. The memes are just servicing. Do you get me? Like the memes are gonna be flying. The memes are gonna be flying around. You know.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to the pregame. Before I start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell that we are going to be notified of my daily videos. Like the video on your way in. We have a special panel tonight, but before we get to that, a couple announcements before we start the show. The first is that we have two. Well, she couldn't do it. Scan and 67% off with a 60-day risk-free across all of your devices.
Okay.
I'm chilling with my orange.
And it's your girl Esther, the Nigerian queen. I'm here to entertain.
Wait, hold on. Esther, let's react to this. This that the Andrew Tate and Pearl debate, modern women. You got Esther, the Nigerian queen. I'm sorry, Nigerians, is this your queen? Nigerians, I need to know, is Esther your queen? Nigerians, I need to know, is Esther your queen? Because she's claiming to be your Nigerian queen. I need my Nigerians to let me know.
With somebody in here.
Oh, Auntie, she's looking at you.
Really, I am looking at somebody.
It's her favorite duo. It's her favorite duo.
But no, for real though, I'm just here to have a good time. Just, get some vibes. And in terms of my relationship status, I am single, doing interviews.
I'm a side
Not
thing.
going for anybody. Yeah,
I'm getting beat out. Man, I'm not taking me with serious.
Auntie Jenny here, 54. I'm here to cut out the bullshit. Simple.
So
I like that.
Okay.
So on the show they have Denalva, they have Auntie Jenny, they have Andrew Tate, they have that your Nigerian queen Esther, and then they have Brittany Rayner. All right, so this should be interesting.
I like that.
Thank you guys.
Bet you do.
Yeah, you have to cut the bullshit. That's the problem with the world today. It's too much bullshit.
And they're not direct. If they've got something to say to you, just say it.
Why are you being mean already?
I don't really care. If you've got something to say, just say it. Don't beat around the bush. Just say it.
So basically, I'll say it.
I already got my
Just say
teammate.
it. Just say it.
Hey, Auntie, I beg, give the girl a chance to speak now and relax.
What girl?
Hey.
What have I said?
This one.
What have I said?
I'm addressing the elephant in the room, innit?
Listen, I don't believe in no elephants in the room.
yourself
If
up,
there's something to say, just say it. Don't beat around the bush. If you got something to say to me, I am here. Talk to my face. There should be no elephant in the room because this ain't no zoo. You understand?
Oh.
So if you got something to say, just say it. We're all big, no, I'm just saying, we're just all big people here. So if I want to say something to
Hey, Auntie Jenny's crashing out right in front of Andrew Tate straight. Tate's like, what's going on? I'm showing you why a lot of people would necessarily they don't like Tate and because of things that he's done. But there was a stage where he came over to the UK and he sat down. Look, Denalva's there as well. Denalva's loving sitting next to Andrew Tate.
you, I'm going to say something to you straight like I normally do.
Yes.
If I've got something to say to Esther, I'm going to tell Esther. Whether she likes it or not, I don't really care. Andrew Tate, my son's older than him, so I don't give a damn who he is. I'm going to just say what I got to say. So whoever don't like it, that's tough. Don't come. You should be here.
She told Tate, I don't give a damn who he is. My son's older than you, Tate. I don't give a damn who you are.
Brittany, I feel picked on.
Okay, so
and Brittany too, right? Even Pearl too. Feel better now.
Yeah, Auntie gave me Auntie was yelling at me in wife school the other day, so she doesn't give a shit. Okay, so my first question is, what is the #1 problem facing men today, and what is the #1 problem facing women today?
I'm gonna say something.
Come on, ladies.
Everybody's
I'd like
gonna
you to educate me.
The #1 problem.
Answer all the questions. Come on, tell
the
me.
#1 problem with men is that they don't tell women the truth, and the #1 problem with women is that they can't handle the truth. Simple.
I like that.
That's a good
Men
paradigm
are
to start
liars.
from, because it's actually very interesting you say that. A lot of women say, I just want a man who's honest. And then the second you're honest, she's like, what? You did what? It's like, well, then don't ask me for honesty. Of course I fucking lie.
Thank you.
So that's a good point. I agree with that one. I don't think it's the biggest problem, but it certainly is a problem in relationships today. That is a problem. The biggest problem with men today is that I think the world is becoming hyper competitive. Most men are not aware and understanding of how quickly there's going to be a genuine shift in between those who have things and those who do not have things. Not just finances, but also female status, everything else. And it's a status game, right? And it's becoming harder and harder for men to play. And that's all women's fault, of course. Because but it is because women choose the winners, right? Women choose who the high status males are. So women pretend to give a shit about men. Of course they don't. They give a shit about themselves. And
It's true though. It's true though. Women don't care about men. It's all right. Women, you like to pretend like you do, but it's okay if you don't. Like women don't care about men. I get it. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't care about us, then I hear it. But they like to pretend it's like a buzzword on social media. But in reality, majority of these women don't care about us. And it's just the truth of the matter. But I don't get in my feelings over it. I just kind of know what it is. You know what I mean? They don't care, man. They don't care. They don't care about us, dog.
And a woman, if you ask her what she wants from a man, she's like, I don't want much. I just want to find a nice man who's a millionaire and 6 foot tall and funny and charismatic and interesting and spontaneous and looks after me and doesn't cheat and is funny and good looking and strong. I don't want much. Like they name all this shit that most dudes are never going to have. And it's becoming harder and harder. And you end up with people, top G's, who own everything on the planet they could ever possibly wish for. And then you got other guys who have nothing. And there's this large divide. There's no longer any middle ground. You have dudes who can't get any pussy, and then you got dudes who are just blocking girls left, right, and center. And that's what the problem with being a man is today.
What about the women?
What about them?
I would say,
I'll tell you.
Well, everybody's got a chance to talk.
I'm going to shut up and have my Clementine.
No, I want to know. I want to learn from you, sir.
You want to learn from me?
Well, I wanted to answer. I feel like it goes for both. It's not just one or the other. I feel like it's self-accountability.
Definitely.
Women are not accountable for themselves. I agree with you there.
Why
0%.
just women though? What
It's
about
both.
men?
It's
Yeah,
both.
It is
definitely both.
It is both. You're right. But society punishes men for not being self-accountable. But society does not punish women for not being self-accountable. I'll give you an example. If you're a man and you're arrogant and you think you're something when you're not, trust me, society will teach you very quickly that you don't matter when you don't get laid and you stay a fucking brokey. If you're a chick and think you're something when you're not, you can run around with your ego, still get dates, still get laid, still have a fairly sensible social life. Society as a whole doesn't come along and slap you in the face with realizations. If you're a man and you think you're something you're not, it is a ticking time bomb until society teaches you a lesson. That's the difference. This is why men in general are more self-accountable, because the men who are not self-accountable get fucked up. So those who are successful are very self-accountable people. They look at themselves and go, okay, the only way I'm going to get and progress further, the reason she left me, the only way I'm going to do better, make more money, et cetera, is I have to change. Most women don't want to do that. They don't sit and think I have to change. They think, oh, he left me because it's him, and I lost my job because my...
Yeah, how many women do self-reflection after the fact? How many women do self-reflection after the fact and say, you know what, I was in a relationship and things didn't work out. It was... there's things that I could have done, or there's things that I'm going to go and do to move forward. How many of you women actually deal with self-reflection? It's very important, you know what I mean? How many of you actually deal with self-reflection? So I think men tend to do that in relationships as well. You know, and men tend to want to get better, want to show you, oh, I'm going to get better, get bigger, get in shape, get a new car, get a new job, whatever it is, get more money. Men tend to be like that. Women tend to not want to do anything.
Boss, and this is this because of this. Women don't look in the mirror and change a fucking thing.
Don't forget what you're forgetting right nowadays. They can't change it because it's all about body positivity.
Are you
they
saying-
can look sexy at a size 28.
Are you saying Lizzo's not a 10?
Are you guys trying to get me canceled?
See, I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with what you just said, because 90% of cosmetic surgery is by women. Women are trying to change as much as possible. Men don't want to change. They're not accountable for themselves. They think that because they're a man, you're gonna be attracted to them. No, like you can't be fat. You stay at home. You're just playing video games, and you expect a woman to want to fuck you. No, she's not.
What men are sitting at home being fat, playing video game, expect a woman to beat them? What are you talking about? Like you wouldn't. Those types of men do not have any expectations for women. The types of men you're talking about, no, are not expected sitting at home being fat, playing video games. Like, what are you talking about? Man, I'm actually out doing something. Like, if you're talking about gamers being in at home playing the game, but you women don't want gamers. You want 419 boys. You want trappers. You want rappers. You want athletes. You don't want the game or streamer at home. Maybe some of you do now because you've seen what streamers are doing and the money they're making. Maybe some of you do now, but you didn't want streamers before. That's not what you wanted before. So let's not act like, you know what I mean? Let's not act like that, man.
I don't want to fuck you.
Yeah, but then she won't. This is the point. And then she won't, and society will teach them a lesson. They might be able to pull off a little blag with a girl for a year or so.
Her name is Esther. She's a yamhead.
In general, they're going to struggle to find partners. I agree with you.
Yeah, big you up, Sensi. Big you up.
Exactly. Women are happy to change how their appearance and change how they look, but they're not happy to change how they act. Most of them, they're not happy to change. No, they're not.
The women are changing what the men don't care about. The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
And no, they do it. The women are doing that for themselves.
Yeah.
Because the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude than put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's
Thank you. The men would rather you change your stinking attitude than change your makeup. What's wrong with you? We don't want the lips. This is the thing. We don't want the lips. We don't want the fake hair. We don't want the makeup. We don't want any of it. But whenever we say we don't want it, you start saying, stop speaking on women's hair or black women's hair and this and makeup. So then we don't speak about it. But if you think that men want that, you must be crazy. Men don't want it, but they want to beat, so they'll deal with it. Majority of men, for the ease of life, they don't want to get the headache. They don't want to, so they won't like it. They'll just keep their mouth shut just so they can hit anyway. That's the truth. They'll just keep their mouth shut so they can hit.
That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. The man will if he's feeling bad about himself, he wants to make sense, he'll go and hit the gym. What's the woman going to do? Go and do? Get a BBL, get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay the big old fat person that she is and say, oh, it's body positivity. The men don't even want that. And the women are not getting all this cosmetic surgery for the men. They're getting it for themselves. You can't turn around. What man wants a woman that's going to turn around, go and have an operation and can't sit on a plane because her ass has been injected or been interfered with? She got to lie there on her stomach. You think the men want that? Or wake up in the morning before you got to hit the house. She's got to put on. I'm sure I worried about some of the men because they must go out with a woman. And then when they wake up in the morning, they think, who the hell is she?
The scars,
by the time you take everything off, women need to change their attitudes before they change their makeup. I'm sure that even more than that, change your
Women need to change their attitudes before they change their makeup. You're not ready for this conversation. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not ready for this conversation. That's why you're going to lie to yourself. And you don't want real men like me because we'll tell you. Men will just tell you. That's why we always say women love lies and cheaters. The reason why we say women love lies and cheaters is because you love men that lie. Do you get me? You love men that lie and cheat because whenever you meet women, they're always talking about, oh, my ex lied, my ex cheated. So I'm like, why are you always picking lies and cheaters? You're kind of good at that. You should try picking lottery numbers next.
attitude. Because women will go out there and they would want to change this, they want to change that, all the things that don't count. If you learn to, the same way how women can go out there and learn to put makeup on, learn to cook, learn to wash by hand, learn to please a man.
That is so outdated,
That's what you need to do.
That's outdated, girl.
She's that girl.
That's outdated.
She's right.
For who?
I'm saying it's like we had literally just talked about this off camera when you guys picked me up from the airport when we were talking about what's the value system or the point system for a woman who cooks versus a woman who can suck good dick and fuck well.
But you can cook and suck dick as well.
No, but I'm saying is that Pearl, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but quoting her was that when she interviewed people on the street, that there was more points given to something for like a sexual return as opposed to, oh, wash dishes by hand, there's a dishwasher. Why cook? We can eat out. There's a chef. People they don't give a fuck about that.
That's what they think.
But we literally just talked about this yesterday.
No, it was okay. I did a street interview and I asked the guys, would you rather have a girl that gave good head or a good cook? And most guys
want this.
But I think that's
for
more,
the quick satisfaction.
But I think that's more for like a one night stand.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you, all the women out there, and they're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Women never want to hear nothing. Man don't want a woman like, oh, what would you rather have, a woman that can cook or a woman that can give good head? What? Man's gonna take the one that can cook way over because after you bust your nut and you're hungry now, she's talking about takeaway. What? Takeaway? You better get in that kitchen and go whip me up something. What do you mean about takeaway? Like some of these women are burning water. Do you know how? Do you know what it is to burn water? Can you burn water? You didn't even know you could burn water. There you go. Some of these women can burn water. Listen, it's 2020. It's gonna be almost 2026. We have toast. Like you can full settings. Women are still burning toast. Don't tell me anything. Man would rather have a woman that can cook than a woman that's out here ucking off the place. What are you talking about? Don't make no sense.
Some of the women want to be settled down. They want a man. Right? And you got to think what the man wants. The man ain't interested in that. Look at when you're doing street interviews, you're interviewing single people. Look at the people there that are happily married and ask them what they do. Because all the things that the women out there are doing, you can be a housewife, you can be going out, you can suck head just as good as any old tramp on the street and keep your man and have a man. And I can say that because I'm 32 years in counting.
Auntie, you can't say attraction's not important now. You can't say attraction is not important though.
It is important.
For you to get initially, exactly. A man is not gonna find you attractive and then think, oh, because you can cook well. It's got a chef.
A man's gonna find you attractive, and he's gonna.
Let's ask Andrew.
He's gonna.
Andre, would you be with a girl that's 5 out of 10 because she can cook?
That ain't what I said.
Oh, well, firstly, that's not what she said, to be fair. And secondly, I'd be with the 10 out of 10 who can cook because I'm top G. But to make the point, I think what you have to understand is what men are looking for in a relationship. So you did the street interview and you're asking single people, probably young people, probably idiots who know they're on camera talking shit about good head, all this garbage. It's bullshit. What men are interested in life, not just in their relationship, but in their life as a whole, is status. I don't think most people understand, especially women, how competitive the male world is and how competitive it is for status. This is why men do everything they do. Men buy the faster car, not to drive any faster, because of status. It's why we want a bigger house. We don't give a shit where we live. It's because of status.
Yep.
It's why I want to go to the gym and get big and strong, because of status. Everything we do is about status. It's why I want the better jobs. It's why I want more money. It's why I want to be respected. So what's the number one thing we want our female to give us? Status. That's what we want. So she can give us status by being beautiful. That's one thing she can do. But another thing she could do is if I turn up home and I come home with my boys and she says, I'll cook you all a steak. That's status. That's all my boys going, Ross, you just been out all night and she's here and she's going to cook for all of us and she'll clean up and tidy up. Boom. That's the kind of girl a man's not going to want to lose because it makes him look good. That's what men want.
But women don't know that. They think that man want the bad. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, last time I checked, it wasn't the girls with the BBLs, yeah. It wasn't the girls with the BBLs getting the rings and walking down the. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's always the plain Janes and the girls with no batty that I always see getting married. Not all the time, but I'm just saying, if all it took was to look like a baddie, then all the baddies will be married and living the perfect lives. But they're the ones that have the most stress. If all it was looking good, then every girl that looked good would be wifed off and have a man that stands by her. But bear them are just baby moms. So it's clearly more than that. It's clearly more than just looking good and having a nice body, having nice, like, it's clearly more than that, right? It has to be, because all the baddest bees are not, that's not what they're getting. So what do you think? It has to be. It has to be. It has to be more than that.
Status, suck a dick, blah blah blah. Listen, dick can only be sucked in so many ways. I mean, no, let's be serious about this.
Have you had the Gok 3000?
No. This is actually a serious point, right? This is a very serious point because the Western world has collapsed in real time and it's a failed society. And one of the reasons it's a failed society is because of the over-sexualization, especially of females as a whole. If a woman comes up to me and goes, "I'll be the best sex you ever had," I am fucking revolted. I don't want the best sex I've ever had. I want you to be pure and a virgin. You shouldn't know what sex is.
There you go. Like, man, don't want you about, I'm gonna give you the best sex you ever had. I mean, yeah, men just be thinking about all the other guys you gave it to. That's just the truth of the matter. That's how men are. That's how men are.
Cook my fucking dinner. Shut up. Don't come and talk to me about fucking sucking dick. It's vile. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear that shit.
Can I say something?
I don't want to hear that shit. What I want is a woman who makes me look good. No woman who's running around talking about sucking dick can make me look good. So I lose interest completely and utterly. And that's the truth. So what she's saying is completely correct. These are old school things, but it's not about the act. Yes, you can order food, of course. It's about the status that comes with it. That's what it's about.
Sagittarius, spoken like a true one. That is true.
My man's a Sagittarius.
Listen, well,
my man's a Sagittarius.
So basically, it's a straight shooting sort of conversation. But I think that sometimes we get distracted and we talk about the bicker between men and women. I think that the problem that men and women have is the consequences of the bad decisions that the 1% of powerful men make on our behalf, because our problems are on a societal level, less than between woman and man. That is why there's a lot of competition between men, this chase for status that they will never get.
Why is that the fault of the 1% of men?
Because they're the ones that drive the machine that runs this. The West
It's always been that way.
Yeah, but then think about the men that are at the top now, the corruption and everything that's going on. And this is why it feels very good to sit next to somebody like you and just say, do you know what? appreciate that you say things that are really true. You expose a very toxic truth and a very true truth as well that is out there. But the reality is, on the trenches, when you go to the grassroots, people don't feel the way that you feel. It's not as simple as what you say. They are victims of this system. So my job here is really not to try and make it about men and women, is to make you understand that actually we need to start changing the narrative.
You don't want to make it about men and women because
they're both messed up on either side.
Because then women look bad.
No, because it's about everybody together. Women have their traumas, men have their traumas. I'm not here to fight against men and women. That's small.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But the idea that this 1% of men have created this terrible society. Yeah, I talk about that. I talk about the Matrix. I talk about these things. But it's always been this way. It's always been a small elite group of men who are in charge of the world. And unfortunately now we're fighting battles in different ways. The days of old, a man proved his worth by going to war. Basically, every man at any point in his life was going to end up going to war, and he came back victorious. He came back with honor. He got himself a wife. That's how it worked, right? Now men don't have to go to war as much, depending on where you live in the world, and it's slightly different. And we fight our wars in other ways. And one of the true expressions of testosterone and trying to really express your ability and your combative ability now in the modern world is power and influence. So,
I know. Tate's got mad power and influence, and this is why I said him going and fighting Chase DEMOOR and losing the fight, it doesn't help him, considering who he is and what he's built. Like, that doesn't help him. That doesn't help him as a person. Like, do you get me? So him going and doing that, I didn't see how doing that was gonna how that would possibly help him. I just saw more issues with him doing that, to be honest with you. So I was quite surprised when he went and fought him. You know,
in the olden days, you'd go to war, you come back with a ribbon. Nowadays, you got X amount of followers, you can move the world with money. I can bend reality with money. Please understand, if I walk into Jimmy Choo, they lock the door. No brokies allowed in. Tate's here, and I buy whatever the fuck I want. There's lines outside because I'm there. I bend the world with money. That's how the wars are now won. So you're talking about high status males, and it's always been that way. Now you have a whole contingent of men who aren't dead. Okay, they didn't die in a ditch, but they're lonely as fuck jerking off. And that's the reality of it. And women don't give a fuck about them. And why should you? I'm not sitting here actually shitting on women in any way. I think women have a biological instinct to a degree to try and find the best mate they can because it gives them the highest chance of survival in the harsh realities of the world. And if they look at a man who's not capable, they just don't feel an attraction to him. And that's the bottom line of it. And that's why I'm largely misunderstood. I don't blame women for a lot of the problems. Women are guilty of certain things, but I have a massive amount of blame to place on men. Because there's so many men who are genuinely incompetent. If I was a chick, I wouldn't fuck these losers either. Like, they're losers. So it's hard out
balance. I love it.
Do you know what I don't understand? Why people are always going for the 1%? All the women want to rush for the 1%. Why don't you just find a regular 9-to-5 person that's going to look after you? You can be his queen. Why can't you just do that? Why is it really rushing? I've got a man. We don't go on social media. If it weren't for Pearl, I want nothing about social media. 9 to 5. I've got around property. 32 years. Happy as Larry. What is the problem? It's not old-fashioned. It works.
No, Auntie. Let me clarify. When I meant 1% is not the 1% of attraction. I mean the actual.
It's because women don't want. Listen, hold on. Because they don't want. These women don't want average. They don't want average. Most men are average. Most people are average. These women don't want average. Do you understand? These women, average doesn't get them going. They don't want average. All right. These women just don't want average. They don't.
The way that
what I'm trying to say is that it's always been an umbrella we've lived under.
But the
men have
difference
functioned underneath it. So why is it going to affect me?
I'll explain why. Because as Sir Mr. Andrew King Tate said,
I want to know what she's after.
I'll have this on after this point.
What she's after.
Yeah.
She can go home and dry that now.
It is. I've been drinking lime juice as well. So, as he very rightly said, society has now evolved. Before men went to war, now men don't go to war. So, there's a lot of sense of no purpose that they need to find. And then on the women's side is that the same way that a society evolved and made men feel less purpose, they have now had to take on bigger purposes. They have to go to work like they didn't have to do before. They have to take care of the family and work and do all of these things and now deal with the fact that men are feeling a little bit like out of,
rubbish. That ain't what I'm saying. You get a 9 to 5 person, right? What is wrong with you going out there, find a regular 9 to 5 person, right? You can function underneath that, because I'm always hearing the women say, oh, we ain't got enough money. We ain't got enough money. Work with what the man's got.
You're right.
Work with what the man's got. You can make a man your alpha. Everybody wants to go and find these top earning money.
Oh nah, big up Auntie. She was on smoke before she went nutty. She was on smoke. What's wrong with a 9 to 5? An average person getting with a person and building. What is so wrong with that, ladies? You need to tell me, ladies. I need my ladies. I need my ladies to tell me what is so wrong with that. I need my ladies to tell me what is so wrong with that. I need my ladies to tell me what's wrong with that. Let's go again. Let's play it.
Work regular, save your money, learn to cook and not have takeouts, and then save your money as I did before.
Then you should direct this to the men that feel upset because they're not like Andrew Tate.
Always direct something to the man.
No,
Why?
but she's completely right. I'll tell you this. There's not a girl on this panel or on the planet today who couldn't walk outside and find a man who's going to be nice to her, loyal to her, and make her his queen. Women don't want that. So they'll sit there and go, no, I want Chris Brown. And then they'll go try to get Chris Brown. Then Chris Brown will cheat. And they'll be like, I can't believe he cheated. I am devastated. Well, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? If I go to the car garage, right, you have to make a decision what you truly want in your life. If you truly want to just find a man who's going to look after you and take care of you, you're going to be his queen, he's going to be loyal, you can find that all day, but you're going to have to settle to a degree where a lot of women perhaps are not prepared to do that. You see how women act. They'd rather chase a fraction of a real G's time than have 100% of the time of a fucking dude who they don't respect at that level. And it's kind of like going to a car dealership. You walk in there, if you want reliability, you can get a Nissan. But if you want to get a Ferrari, it comes with headaches. It's going to come with problems. So when girls say to me, oh, you know what, Andrew, you should be loyal to that. Men like me don't have to be. And you know that. So why the fuck are you here trying to tell me what to do? Because you know I don't have to be loyal, and all the girls I'm fucking don't have to be loyal. So why are you sitting there pretending you expected me to be loyal when everyone knew from ground up day one it was never going to ever fucking happen? And you're still here.
I think
you're still texting.
They're going to be the one that changes you.
Well, no, yeah, of course they are.
That's the biggest mistake that girls make.
So whose fault is this? This is the female decision. They sit there and decide, no, I want this. Cool, then you're going to have to accept he ain't going to be loyal to you. He's barely going to reply to you. That's the game.
They like being cheated. I swear to God, this show has made me believe. I think women like to be cheated on.
I don't.
I swear to God, no, because all y'all ever talk about is your exes that cheated on you. That's all y'all ever talk about. And it's like
only
that's
talks about that.
The regular women that are on here.
The women that come on the show.
Oh, good thing I'm irregular and extraordinaire.
But do you not think it's because we're not holding men accountable? So when a man, because he's a top G, cheats on a woman, it's like, well, what do you expect? When you should actually turn around to him and
Accountable
say,
for what? Accountable for his natural evolutionary biology.
Is cheating morally correct?
Yes.
Depends.
Yes.
How
So
can
you're
you say? How can you say that? Are you
You're
joking?
okay with your woman cheating on you then?
Absolutely not. That's haram.
No, because
it's around when she cheats on you, but you can cheat on her.
There has not been in the history of humanity, across any culture, any book, any story, any fable, there has never been across the history of humanity any respect put on the name of a promiscuous female ever. Ever. You name the biggest conquerors that you can possibly name from history. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all of them. They all had 100 wives, bunch of children, big G, conquered the world. Normal. That is normal evolutionary biology. That's how men are designed to be. There's never been a single female who's been celebrated for her promiscuity ever in history. It's always been frowned upon and disgusting. So yes, we are completely and utterly different. Yes, it's different if a woman cheats on a man. And if a man is at a complete top level of his life and ticks every single box, and if he decides to be loyal, which some do, and I can be loyal, and I have been loyal, but there's also times in my life where I think, fuck it, I don't want to be, and get a new girlfriend every single day of the week. I can do that, and I can decide to do that. If a woman decides to do the same, purely because her value is high enough to attract so many males, because she's beautiful, for example, it is completely different. And I'm going to explain to you why it's completely different, so buckle up. It's different. It's different. It's different. Well, I'll tell you why. It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without
obviously Tate lost his fight, and we're just we're going through some of the stuff that we were speaking about and why it's detrimental to him losing his fight. So I thought I'd pull up this classic episode. Shout out to Miss Diva, says she remembers. Guys, like the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hey man, like No, Doug, this was his debut boxing fight. He's not a boxer. This is his boxing fight. He does MMA K1, so this was his debut fight. Boxing fight. Andrew Tate had 76. Yeah, kickboxing record. This was not. No, but boxing is different. Boxing is different. Boxing is different. And Esther is the ultimate demon. She is a demon. It's men's fault. Simping. Don't DM hot on Scrap OF. Bro, man, don't DM not OF things.
Devaluing herself because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There's no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high value men or treating her the way she should be treated. If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the pussy. She was just too drunk to realize he's a loser, plays video games, or she's fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dudes she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just going to go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. Da, da, da. And you know what's funny about the universe? It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all. That's just the way it works.
Can I ask you a question? Wait, Esther, 1 second. Sir, may I ask you a question? What would you say if a woman now is married to 2 men?
Haram.
Why?
No, I'll tell you why. Let's talk about this. What is the difference between a man, let's say me, I have 4 wives, right? What's the difference between a man having 4 wives and a woman having 4 men?
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time.
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time, and we know who the parents are, right? So let's say you had 4 pregnancies, you know who the mother is because she's carrying the baby, and you know who the dad is, top G. If you had a woman with 4 men and she gets pregnant, who's the parents?
What about if...
No, I'm asking.
Okay,
you know?
I ask, what if they're different races?
Answer the question.
You don't know.
Answer the question.
You don't know. Now, modern science can come along and maybe fix that for you, but that doesn't mean it's not wrong in the eyes of God. The idea of having a family, the idea of a child being born, one of the baselines for a new life to come onto this planet is for at least to understand who the 2 people who made it are, at least. If you have a woman fucking 4 dudes, you don't even know who got her pregnant.
So may I just say...
disgusting.
Have you seen the twins that had 2 different dads?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. May I just say something then? So if that is the case, yeah, if the one thing that you're meant to have is you, at least you know who the 2 people that put that child on earth are, then that's why promiscuity for men is also a problem, because they get women pregnant. Sometimes they don't even know they have children. That's haram, no?
No, it's completely different. It's different because you have to understand, I'm talking about humans. You look at humans from a societal perspective, but society has changed, right? So let's say 200-300 years ago, if a woman got pregnant, she needed a man to survive. If that man didn't take care of her during pregnancy, she was going to die. She couldn't work a job, she couldn't hunt, couldn't fish, whatever, right? A woman literally needed that man for survival. So if you were to come to me and say I'm pregnant, but you've been fucked by 4 different dudes, I'd be like, who says it's mine? Why am I looking after you? None of them want to look after her. She will literally perish. This is why in most of the world today, still today, virginity is so coveted. And throughout all of history, it's been so coveted because that's the only way to ensure paternity. She's a virgin.
Society tries to shame virgins and women that choose to not be promiscuous. They try to, sexual liberation, empowerment for women, but it seems to be more detrimental to women, and it's dangerous to women. They can be left with a baby, disease, all manner of things. So, it doesn't help women. So all these things that feminism push is quite toxic to women, and women tend to be the ones that tend to, I don't think if you want to be liberated and sleep with whoever you want, it's not going to affect the men. I promise you that. It's going to affect the women more.
I know that's my baby. She ain't a virgin. Prove it's mine. Outside of this modern science bullshit, Shaitan, the devil we have here in the West, in most of the world today, without virginity or at least a low body count or at least anti-promiscuity, you can't tell that that's your baby. So it's a completely different thing. You're looking at the idea of a woman being pregnant and coming to a group of men and saying, one of you has to take care of me and put up with me when I'm fat and moody and annoying and I need my bills paid. And all the men are going to sit there and go, no, fuck no, prove it's mine. You can't prove it, bounce. Where it's different. If I get 4 women pregnant, we know the deal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So obviously back then for survival, women needed a man. Otherwise, when they were pregnant, they could die and all of these things, they would perish. In today's society, given evolution, given the fact that as women we can go
Still
and
need
get.
men.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. Isn't there a glitch between what is actually happening and the nature of what we have in our bodies? I think that's probably the conflict that we're having right now.
Glitch in what way?
In the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense, perhaps
that's
like
right.
naturally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft, but it's bullshit. And it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy, one, and two, the second life gets difficult, you very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent, I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men pay my OnlyFans, and if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Of course you do.
Yeah, cool. Women need men all the time, man. Like if you wanna, when the petrol strike was happening, or when the petrol thing was going mad, women were getting you. If you had a man, he would have gone and filled up your car for you, and brought it to you. You wouldn't have had to fight. I saw women fighting for their life at the petrol station because why are you filling up petrol for? That's something your man should have gone and done for you and gone to war and fought. But if you ain't got a man, you're gonna have to go out there and fight with other people. And everyone's got their own families. No one cares about you. In reality, that's what it comes down to. Women are protected because men protect has created the world safe enough where they're protected. You know. So when they talk about men, society was built by men. The home comforts that allow yourself to live the life you want to live, they were provided by men. So just got to remember that when a lot of times we're demonizing men built the world, and men allow women to actually be safe from other men.
You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. Then all that crap vanishes. It's garbage. And this is the very interesting thing. I'll make a point here, which is going to get me canceled again, but I don't give a fuck. but this is the point. Feminism in and of itself can't be defended. The point of an idea is that it can be defended by the people who believe in it. This has been the whole point of war since the dawn of time. It doesn't matter if it was the Christians against the Hindus. It doesn't matter if it was the Germans against the French. There were people who had ideas and ideologies, and they're prepared to fight each other to defend their ideology. Feminism is an ideology which cannot be defended by feminists. The only people who could defend feminism are the men who subscribe to the garbage. If all the feminists were to get in a line and say, we want feminism, and the conservative men were to get in a line, you would learn very quickly it's bullshit. I had a friend in Afghanistan when Taliban kicked America out. And he told me the Americans were telling the girls they could go to school. So they built all these girls' schools, and they put the Afghanistani Defense Forces there, and they funded the Afghanistan Defense Forces to protect these schools. You had American satellites, you had night vision goggles. Taliban were afraid to attack. America leaves. Now you have Afghani Defense Forces. They're basically blind. They don't have satellites anymore. Don't have night vision, whatever. So now it's a real war. The men are standing next to this girls' school. The Taliban are coming. You're some dude. You're standing there, and you're looking at this girls' school going, I don't really give a fuck if girls go to school. Bounce. And you didn't fight. So that's why they all gave up and Taliban took over so quickly. And when I said this, the girl's like, yeah, they should have fought for us, feminism. Why don't the women fight?
Can I ask?
Oh, wait, the women can't defend their own fucking idea. You need men to defend feminism. So that's why the whole thing is stupid. So the second men don't defend it, it just fails as a fucking ideology. It's garbage.
May I tell you something now? So this is the thing. This is when we assume that women perhaps don't have the physical or even mental ability to go to a war. Wait, because this is the thing. For example, in Ukraine, a lot of women took up arms. And in fact, I'm Angolan. I'm Angolan.
What Ukrainian women were fighting on the front lines? Stop talking rubbish to Nova. What Ukrainian women were fighting on the front lines? What Angolan? You told me you're Angolan. Are you about to pick up a gun, Danava? Are you about to go and let off? Let's listen to what Danava has to say.
Wait, I'm Angolan. And
don't lie.
Listen,
to the people at home.
Wait, don't worry. I'll talk about my personal story.
Go to war? You want to fight the front
let
lines?
me tell you something. This is the thing. I think it's also really silly to assume that, for example, a woman, because she didn't go to school, she'll not be as intelligent as a man. Therefore, naturally, a woman is not intelligent. No, it doesn't make sense. If we're now starting to normalize equality and we want to put everybody in the forefront, give a woman a gun.
Who's normalizing equality?
Well, that's what people are wanting. Then that's the case.
Like who?
Let me tell you, Auntie.
Who wants to normalize equality? people like, oh, feminists. Who else
No,
wants
I want. Well, actually, no equality. I want respect. That's really
Yeah,
what I
what's
want.
stopping you from getting respect?
No stopping you from getting respect.
I get respect. I get respect.
So,
That's
you
what I
just
want.
said
That's
you
what I
want
like.
respect.
What I think is,
You don't even know what you want.
I'll tell you what I
You don't know
want.
what you want. You want
As a
equality
woman, I
and you want
carry myself
respect.
differently. I actually hold the things that I have done in the fights that I fought. I hold it. That's why when you speak to me, I don't move different. I move different to many of the girls. That's why when you talk to me and you argue with me, I don't take
argue
it.
with you.
You do
I tell
sometimes.
you.
And
I
I'll
don't
tell you
argue.
something. A lot of women may have the accolades to be somebody, but they are uncomfortable to own that. And the reason why, then I would like to ask you, for example, I do need a man, for example, to, procreate. But other than that, I'm quite strong. And I would find a way to protect myself differently. It would.
The Nava says she needs a man to procreate, to have babies with, but she can protect herself. She can find. The Nava, if man kicked off your door, you're not doing nothing. Nothing. Man will give you one swift blow to the right, one right hook overhand right. Bow. That's it. You're done. That's it. So even the most strongest women, men still overpower them. So stop the cap. You're not going to be on the front lines. You're not going to be on the front lines.
That mentality. What would be the man that would be for me then?
Denava, what would you do if one of these security guards broke into your door?
Okay, I'll tell you.
What would you do?
Let me hear it.
What would you, no, seriously, there's no guns here.
She's a feminist.
I'll tell you. No, I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I'm a bit smarter.
Okay,
Either I play dead. One. Yeah.
Okay, they see you're not dead.
It's okay.
They
No,
see
I'd
you
be like
breathing.
this, and then if not, maybe I would kind of like be very gentle and comply to find a way to get out of it.
So
If they
let's
want to come and
let's make
kill
an
me, there's not
important
much
point.
that many people
But
can
let's
do.
make an important point. You're talking about equality equaling respect. The way you get respect as a woman is by being feminine. There's nothing. We can be equal and very, very different. I'm not saying that there's not equality, but you've confused.
Nava
equality
said
with
she's
the
gonna
same.
bust it
You can be
open to
equal
stay
with
safe.
Completely different things. You can have a bishop and a knight.
This sounds like what women are doing throughout society. She sounds like she's gonna use her sex to stay safe. And guess what? It's very smart because that's what women did. Women throughout history, women have used their feminine energy, use sex as a tool to make things happen. How do you think women protected themselves in a world where women never had rights, essentially? But some wars were waged just for women. Look at Helene of Troy. The whole Troy and the Trojan horse was based upon one woman. Women have influenced politicians. Women have influenced presidents, prime ministers. Are you stupid? The woman that's pillow talking a man's ear and bust. Yes. So let's not act like women haven't. It's just that it's not documented here like that. Women have definitely influenced society and influenced just through being there, but they had to use what they tools and cater to them, and that's what a lot of women do. That women still use sex as a sell sex now, just different ways, but they used it to garner power.
On a chessboard. They're equal in terms of points, but they do different things, right? A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets fucked up. We try and pretend it's all the same. It's not the same. Men and women are good at different things. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team, we have a beautiful family, we're happy forever. It's only confused where you have women who sit and go, no, because in the name of equality, we can fight in war. There's no fucking women on the front line in Ukraine. That is psyop bullshit. They put some chick there dancing around doing Pokemon dances to try and convince men to go fucking die in a ditch. It's garbage. If you go to the front line of Ukraine right now, you do not see women in their makeup and their manicures. You see fucking men in the freezing cold dying. You know where the women are? Dubai, chilling. That's where the women are. So to sit and pretend that women are just as capable physically as men is a fucking lie. It's delusion. To say that you're as strong as men is delusion. You are good at other things. You're better than men at a lot of things, but it's not the physical world. And the unfortunate reality about life, this is what we're saying when I was saying earlier that feminism goes out the window when things get hard. The harder the world gets, the closer it gets to the baseline of humanity. The unfortunate baseline of humanity is violence. That's what happens when if all the electricity were to go out and all the police were to quit, this would become a violent place very quickly, and there would be fucking zero feminists left.
100%. You see what happens when riots, like, listen, just like I used the petrol thing as an example, when people are beefing at the forecourt, all of a sudden it becomes a free-for-all. At that moment, when society's crumbling, everyone goes for themselves. Look what happened when during 2020, people were beefing for the last this is what it comes down to, and you don't want to be a woman by yourself with no man around you when the whole world is out for themselves. Who's out for you? Do you understand? And then that's when, you know, yeah, the feminism goes out the window, completely goes out the window, and it's all about survival.
Zero. You would all need men. That's the bottom line of reality. That's the bottom line. So you have to understand as a woman and say, okay, I need a man who's good at being a man.
But no one's saying that we don't need men in society. Of course we do. We're talking about relationships. Yeah, you're strong, but the thing is, I can live my life as a woman and not need a man.
What's a woman?
Oh, Pearl, stop
like
it.
in my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
But listen, right?
But
is the mechanic a man or a woman?
No. I'm saying yes, we need men in society, but in relationships, the only reason I actually need you is because I want you. I don't actually need you.
Do you know what?
I need you to procreate. Yes, I agree. But the thing is, I don't need you in my day-to-day life.
What if someone breaks into your house?
I'll just call the police.
Okay, what if they don't come? What if the average in the US it takes like 15
and give them everything.
In the US it takes like 15 minutes for them to get there.
But that's not realistic. That doesn't happen on a day-to-day life.
Are you okay? This is what I mean about women. When you call the police, hold on a second. When you call the police, do you think the police just miraculously, like, let's say someone's at your door right now, kick off your door right now, and you call 999? How long do you think they're gonna take for them to get here? Like how long do you think it will take for them to get here to save you? The person would have duppied you, killed you, taken your life, taken everything, deleted you, taken everything from your house, and burn it before the police even ask you anything. So this whole thing and black, especially when I listen to black women screaming about, the police. When have the police been the protector of black women? You guys are the ones that always talk about how these government bodies and industries, they don't look after the black women. And now you think the police are gonna fly around to come and save you? You must think you're a white woman. You must think you're a single white female.
These two guys in your house, what are you doing?
But that's not realistic. I've not had any man break into my house on a day-to-day. It doesn't happen.
The point is,
so let's be realistic now.
I know what you're saying, but the point is this. The point is, when we're talking about feminism as a whole demonizes men. And you just sat and said, besides procreation, I don't need a man in my life. I can go to a male mechanic or call a male police officer. They're men. So in
society, you are needed. I agree. Okay, of course, we need you.
Of course. So you're talking about being with a man because you want to. So my question to you is, why would you want to be with a man?
Why would a man want to be with you?
Because they're sexy.
Like, obviously,
because of the
I love men. No, I love dick.
We don't sound like it, but it's not all about dick.
I love men. I love dick. Is this what men is? Is this what men are? Imagine a guy was saying, I love women, I love pussy. Like, does that mean you love women? No, you just love sex. Is that what a woman is? Just a pussy to you? Is that it? Is that what men are? Just dick to you? It lets me know your class level. Lets me know how you was raised. You're talking about your Nigerian queen. Could you imagine your Nigerian family? Do you have brothers? Listen to his sister talking about I love dick. Like, how was you raised? You're not This is not Nigerian. You're not raised. This is not how Nigerian girls speak. So don't be ashamed to Nigerian women and talking about, I'm Nigerian. You're a street rat. That's what you is. Use a whole street rat, girl. Use a whole street rat.
What I'm trying to say is that in a good relationship, right, one that works, there's blue jobs and there's pink jobs. Right, and that's the problem that women have got.
Oh, gee,
they don't want to be doing no pink jobs.
But that's not what we're
talking
about. We're talking about relationships. Why do you need a man in a relationship? Because you want a partner.
Companionship, friendship, romantic love, things that you can't get by yourself.
Like, you want to go on dates with him. It's not about, I need someone to fix my car. Like, go to a mechanic. You're not safe. Call the police. It's not that
Wait. What about a father to your kids? You don't think your kids need a dad?
You can be around. I definitely want that. These are the stuff. This is the reason I need a man. I agree.
Wait. It's not that you want it. You need it.
I agree. And these are the stuff that I need in a man. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's not like I completely need you.
But the whole point is, if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need a man.
In
There's no-
society,
in
agree.
Why do we
In
act like women are so
relationship,
useless?
It's not that
I
deep.
can change a tire.
I'm saying if the lights went out tomorrow, you would need someone to protect you. You
Yes,
would.
of course.
Can
in
I-
society, not my boyfriend.
I'll go
Can I-
underground.
Like, half of my exes can't even do anything.
Can I? Well,
That's actually
So,
another problem.
so if half of your exes can't do anything, that's based upon the men that you picked. It has nothing to do because you still rely on men that can do things which are not your men. So the men you pick to lay down with can't do anything to help you, can't change a light bulb or tire, but they're productive men in society can do something. So you still rely on men that you do not know for your safety, for your lighting, for your warmth, for your protection. But the men that you choose, so the men that have nothing other than it's their job or morals, they would help you. But the men you choose to lay down, that you give your body to, wouldn't do the same. It says a lot about you. It's not an indication of men in society, because clearly the men in society are doing things and helping women like you. But the men you choose to lay down with are not like the men that are working in society. Those men are productive men. Those men want to contribute, want to help the group, and want to help women. But your men that you lay down with, that you sleep with, that you give your body to, they wouldn't even do the same for you. And that says more about you as a person than them.
A lot of men can't do much.
Do you know what I mean?
Not everybody is
in
strong.
this day and age, guys can't even
Listen,
fit a tire.
You cannot. You cannot. No.
Hang on a minute.
True, my sister. But I can cook.
I can cook. Guys can't fit a tire. Like, can you move a tire? Like, this is the thing. First of all, you can't pass your driving test if you can't change a tire. Like, you have to know how to change a tire and do your oil and that. Like, you gotta know. You got to know, because too many people passing the test and getting stuck on the side of the road and just being dumb, no knowledge. Do you understand? And if a guy can't change a tire, as we have to ask some questions. Society's upbringing is, why has he learned not to do that? Do you get me? But saying I can cook, but they're saying same time saying, oh, I need man for dick. That doesn't sell yourself.
And the thing is, I'm not
speak to your brothers. They don't know how to do
I'm
nothing.
not even saying.
Guys,
Can I just say
we
something?
have to do one at a time.
Can I just say something? This is why you can't blame all men for your poor choices. You can't say, I'm talking to both of you, because you are saying, yeah, my man can't do this, my man can't do that. What? And you want to settle down. Why would you go and choose a man that can't do these things that you wanted them to do? Because my man could do all the blue jobs.
I need a man.
Because most men grow up with a PlayStation instead. Most men grow up with a PlayStation and porn and things. No, that's the truth.
It's not.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
That's the man you
Listen,
pick.
I'll tell
I'm
you what,
sorry, I don't need a mechanic as my boyfriend.
You know what?
I need a father to my children. I don't need.
You know something, right? She needs a
police
father. Hang on a minute.
officer.
She needs a father for her children, right? So
Yeah.
she's gonna go out there, right? And you're gonna buy your child an electric car. You're gonna go and buy your child a bicycle. Who the hell's gonna put on the bicycle and fix the electric car? Who's gonna do it?
You got YouTube. I know how to do these things. I fixed the Bentley before.
Why?
So now,
Fix the Bentley.
so now they don't need man. Now it's YouTube. This is what I'm saying. So now you don't need a man. Now YouTube can do everything that you need. This is what I'm saying. This is how a lot of modern women consider us men. They just think you can replace us with YouTube.
If you can do everything yourself, go and get some sperm donor or something, because you obviously don't need a man.
That's the future, I
And
think,
the thing
you
is,
know.
the future for who?
No, of
That's
like
the problem.
society.
Because at the end of the day, right,
What
listen,
year are you
hang
living
on.
in?
The
What
year that
year
you're
are
supposed
you
to be
living
living
in?
in. Because
Hang on a minute. You act like we are in the Stone Age.
Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking, right? Now, you got a man, right? And you've been busy all day, right? And you're in your bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. And your man comes in with all of his friends and said, oh, babes, all the friends are here. They're hungry. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll cook for my man. I'm a traditional woman in that aspect. I love to cook for my man.
I'm a traditional woman. How are you a traditional woman? You're just talking about you want dick. What traditional woman goes and says, I don't want a man? I just want dick. Like, that's not how traditional women speak. A traditional woman knows her role as a woman and knows the role of a man and what you guys do together. These are not traditional women. You guys are modern women. Do you understand? Nothing traditional about these women. Do not try to put yourself in the traditional. No, them women are different.
That when people start cooking, they think that cooking is traditional. It's everything. It's not just about cooking. They always say, I cook for my man, so I'm traditional.
I have a question. I have a question. Wait.
I
have a question. Are you virgin? You're traditional, you're virgin.
Are you a virgin?
No, I said in that aspect. I don't want to comment on me being a virgin.
How can you be a virgin What do you mean? I'm not gonna come. Of course you're not a virgin because you was talking about you want dick. How are you gonna be? What virgin talks about I want dick? Now they're saying to you, you want to talk about I'm traditional. They ask you you're a virgin. Then they start getting all coy. Don't get coy now. Don't get coy now. Don't get shy now. Remember, don't get shy now. Don't get shy now. Oh.
Or not. But what I'm gonna say is every human being should be able to cook.
She's a hybrid of tradition and
I'm a person
modernization.
that survives. You know, I need to cook to survive.
Can I ask Mr. Tate something, right? Right, I'm gonna ask you something.
Sure.
Right, because I can't. I don't like bullshit, right? And there's certain people that I can't
Why
even
are you so
bear talking
excited,
to, right?
man?
So I'm gonna talk to him because so far he's talking sense.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's
You're
giving
welcome.
pick me.
Right. Who said pick me? Listen, who just said pick me?
They want me. Don't look at me.
I said it's giving pick me. Because we having a whole conversation. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Mr. Tate.
Hang on a minute. I've been with my man for 32 years.
Clap for
right?
yourself.
32 years. I don't need to clap for myself because I'm happy. I'm not here. And what I was going to ask him, right, is how would you think a woman? Would you think that woman? Would you think that woman? Just calm down. I'm loud. I'm naturally. You don't want to hear me shout. Anyway, Mr. Tate, like I was saying before we got rudely interrupted, right? Now, is this your idea of a woman that you think deserves a man? I'm here, single, but I'm looking. I'm here. I'm like taking, if you want to hook me up, let me know. And I just want anybody, but choose. How does that make you feel? What is that kind of woman that you think deserves a man?
Well, he's a top G. You can't be asking him this question.
But you don't want top G's, innit?
We're mere mortals, Auntie.
Speak for yourself. I'm no mere mortal.
I'm a mere mortal in his presence.
Because nobody
Come on now.
me.
Which kind of question be that?
Auntie, unlike you, we have options.
I'm a mere mortal.
Unlike you, we have options.
Even this 8.5.
That is the most stupid thing.
Where's your ring?
That is the most stupid thing. Because I actually can choose. I've not found a man that I want to be with. Okay, that's I know your reality.
So you ain't got no options then. Why you're talking about I got options, I can choose, but you haven't got no options though. You're citing. You just get beat out. So you haven't got no options. I can choose. You don't get to men pick who gets married. You don't. You pick who gets women pick who they sleep with. That's why and I don't feel sorry for you because you don't have to pick these men to sleep with them, but you do. And then when you don't make the right pick, you start crying and you want everyone to feel sorry about the person that you picked. You should have picked someone better than, innit?
I know your reality is you gotta beg a man to give you.
Hang on a minute. You said unlike you, I have options.
We have options, yeah.
You're out here looking for a man. You're out here saying that you're looking for a man.
When did I say I was looking for a man?
Oh my gosh, you was at the advertising when we done the introduction. That's what you said.
I said I was doing it.
That is what you said.
I didn't say I was.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I mean about these women. They don't even know what they say. It's so easy to pull them up. Like, you're saying you don't want a man, but you're out here screaming you want a man. But then when someone says, okay, you said you want a man. No, I don't want a man. Like, when they say you can't make this ish up, this is what they mean. This is mental health behavior. This is pure mental health. Pure mental health. Honestly. Nigerian modern woman arguing against tradition as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She represents Nigeria. I'm not saying she represents Nigeria, but dog, she represents Nigeria. You gotta pack that in, mate. You gotta definitely pack that one in because she be representing my Nigeria for real. It's crazy. She be representing Nigeria for real. Know what I'm saying? Is this Nigeria? This your queen?
Going out looking for a man. I said I'm doing it.
Hang on a minute.
You come to me. I'm gonna decide if I want you.
Mr. Tate, listen to this insult, right? Listen to the
I'm not insulting you.
Hang on, listen. All right, then what do you call it? Sign language. What I'm learning. Sign language. Right? Listen to what she just said to me. Unlike you, I have options. Fucking 32 years. You think I want options? I'm happy with my man.
You don't really have much options though. Because the way you're like,
it's not pick me. Auntie, she meant clout. Wait. She meant Esther, I'm sure you didn't mean pick me, you meant clout chaser. Is that what it is?
It doesn't matter.
We could go with that too.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to clarify your problem. I was just saying.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, but pick me, but it's good to get picked. Women try to do this thing to call women to pick me that go against the group. Like, a lot of women, they have hive mentality. They don't know how to have independent thinking. So they don't want to. They can't say anything against the group. So any woman that says anything against them, they're like, oh, pick me. You want to get picked by a man. But yes, maybe she does want to get picked by a man. But you don't want to get picked. You want to get picked by women. So stay over there with your women. Like, these women act like they don't even like men. So if you don't like men, then stay over there. Like, honestly, really stay over there. Stay over there. You don't like men, stay over there. Like, I don't understand. Like, honestly, I don't understand.
I've totally lost it. Why would I want to have options when I've been in a happy relationship for 32 years?
No, clout chases his fans.
It don't make no sense.
I just
You can monetize on YouTube with clout.
Why are you calling her a pick me when you were the one advertising at the beginning of the show?
I said I'm doing interviews. I wasn't advertising nothing.
Okay,
So you're doing wait, hold on. So doesn't that make you a bigger pick me? You're saying she's a pick me, but you're the one that's on the show talking about you're doing interviews. So who is the bigger pick me? Like, honestly, who is the bigger pick me? If you're there, who is the bigger pick me? Who is it? Do you get it? Why is my thing getting hot? Who's the bigger pick me? Who? Do you get it?
Do you guys understand what an interview means?
Okay,
What you
She's being spicy, guys. Stop it.
Auntie had a question for Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
What was your question?
Oh, she asked already.
You didn't answer because everybody's too busy jumping. Everybody's too busy jumping in. I already asked, but you're too busy jumping in and being women.
He's
to be
patient.
listening. So
He's
now
ready to get
now
married.
you can all shut up and let him answer, innit?
I'll answer. Yeah. So to go back to one of my earlier points, firstly, to make it clear in the disagreement, I agree with, of course, I think everyone knows who I agree with. But I do, because you know what it is, though? You know what's actually funny? The things that she's saying are common knowledge 20, 30 years ago. This is how the world functioned. This is how the whole world functioned. The things I say that somehow people believe are controversial are exactly the way the world functioned in like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. All of the entire period of human history, men had a role of masculinity, women had a role of femininity. We worked as a team. Now the world's come along and they've destroyed and broken everything. And there's this new progressive think and this new generation of women who seem to believe that if we completely fuck it all up, it's going to end up better. And my argument to that is, listen, we went from walking around in fields in small nomadic groups to building cities, to building the pyramids, to going to the moon. We managed to go from a few thousand to billions of people, populate the entire planet, build canals, build skyscrapers, cities. All of this was done based on the back of man being a man, woman being a woman, working together as a family.
And now it's destroyed.
Now they're going to come along and fuck it up.
If it's not broke, don't
It's destroyed. It's been destroyed. Man has destroyed Earth. What are you talking about? It's been bad decisions from powerful men that got men to go to wars and from women to lose husbands.
Men
make decisions for war.
Listen, please.
Men kill men.
Please listen to me. Men built the earth. I'm not saying men are perfect, but the entire world that you're existing under was built by men.
Yeah, it's
all
true.
of it. So, and the point I'm making is now we're entering a world of new think. And that the problem with new think is it's not tested. I don't give a shit what anyone's opinion is. What I can state as a matter of fact is we had 5,000 years of history that tells us how the world works with X and Y together. We're now entering a new paradigm. There's no 5,000 years of history. So whatever you believe about how it's going to work or it's going to be better or worse, whatever, that's just you guessing. Everyone is guessing, right? So we're entering a brand new paradigm and everything's completely fucked up. The point you were making earlier, which is a fantastic one about if I pick a woman who's advertising, et cetera, men always, please keep this in mind, especially if you're a female. People always say, you know, the number of emails I get from girls that say you don't give enough girl game. I'll give you girl game right now. Your man wants status. That's what he wants. You need to find a way to make him look good to the world and to his friends.
So how do you do that?
I'll tell you. One of the ways a man can get status is to get the girl that no one can get. That's a very simple way, right? So
I said not ready to mingle. I did right.
Okay, no, but this is the truth, right? If I date a girl and she's perfect in every way, head to toe, and then I'd say, I've met this girl. Yeah, she's this, she's this. Oh yeah, I took her for a date. Even if you didn't fuck her, did you fuck her? No, I just went for a date. So you went. The attraction goes from this to zero. Done. And it may not for some men, because some men haven't got choices. But men like me who genuinely have unlimited options, we want complete exclusivity. That's what we're looking for, because that gives status. That's what you're looking for. So you have to be very careful as a female with all of your actions, all of your interactions with your boyfriend or when you're looking for a boyfriend, etc., and say, am I going to make my man look better by doing X or look worse? Simple things. I've had
So yeah, I'm gonna pause it there. So guys, I'm gonna be going to actually let me show you what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be hold on, turn on my camera for a second. I'm gonna be going to go help. I'm gonna be going and help the homeless. Let me quickly pull it up. Give me a second, guys. I'll find it. I'm gonna go out to go and help the homeless now. We're gonna go and we're gonna go give out for the help the hundreds. We're gonna go give out 100. Well, let me show you exactly what we're gonna go and do. This is it. Let me show you what we're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna be doing. This is the hundreds, 21st of December. So this is okay. So let me so this is what we're gonna be doing. So this is what I'm gonna be doing now. Let me quickly. I'm gonna post on the Insta as well. So this is what we're gonna be doing this evening for the hundreds. If I go there, of course, we're gonna be helping the homeless. Shout out to Pink Biker Tam and everyone for making me get a part of this. But this is what we're gonna be doing, the homeless today. And we're going to be going out there to go and help. So I'm going to be ending the stream now so I can go out there. And the idea is you want to give 100 coats, 100 is a hot meals, 100 packs out, just helping the people out in the homeless. So we're going to go out to the streets and we're going to go out there and we're going to go and donate. So yeah, it's really wet outside as well. So I'm not really looking forward to be out in the rain, but it's for a good cause. And I want to give a big shout out to Tammy as well, because obviously we're really supporting her endeavors or what she's doing for the homeless people and that, you get me? She slept out on the roadside. She's got a lot of people involved with it. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and do that, man. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm gonna go and do now. So we got to try to help the people that and here it is again.
This Christmas, we're coming together again, not for celebration, but for compassion. Our mission is simple: the hundreds. 100 coats, 100 blankets, 100 hot meals, 100 chances to make a small but real difference for those who'll spend their Christmas on the streets of London. We are not a charity. We are here to help. Just people who care enough to show up. Every contribution, every shared effort, every ride out comes from the heart. From packing and cooking, to loading up and heading into the city, every part of it matters. Some of us will be walking the streets, others riding out to reach further corners covering the ground between stations, underpasses, and hidden doorways. Every stop is a story, every handover a reminder that even in the coldest months, warmth still exists between people. This isn't about grand gestures, it's about unity, kindness, and giving what you can. So whether it's 10 pounds, a spare coat, a blanket, or just your time, you're part of something that counts.
So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing.
This Christmas we're coming.
So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. So big up. It's organized by Tammy. Big up Tam. We appreciate all that she does, and I want to go and show support to her. She always shows support to me, and I'm gonna be going and doing that. So that's what's going on right now. So the hundreds, that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna try to. It's not really so much about getting content, obviously, of people in the streets, because it's not about. We're not trying to put people in the streets, but it's more about trying to just collaborate together and for us to go and do something amazing. Yeah. So right, with that being said, I'm gonna make my way off so I can go and meet up Tammy and the rest of everyone so we can go out. But I'll definitely I might stream a little bit. That's just while we're on the streets so people can know what we're doing, because it's something that's good, and hopefully at Christmas time you guys are going to be eating food, remember, by all the people that are not going to be able to have that, you know. All right, cool. So with that being said, my name is China. I'm the Mynameischyna voice. Please like, comment, subscribe to the video, notification bells. If you want to support the channel, you can hit us with a super thanks, super chat. and it all goes to pushing the work that we're going to be going doing. Yeah. All right, guys, we are out. Enjoy my outro.